Shalom. Welcome to Watchmen of the Faith Ministries, brothers and sisters. And today's topic is going to be, Am I my brother's keeper? There's a lot of controversy that's going on in the scriptures today regarding the understanding of the New Testament. And the reason why I feel that there's so much controversy understanding the New Testament is because there are a lot of descriptive code words that's in the Old Testament that a lot of brothers and sisters are having problems deciphering. And what we're going to do today is break down some of these descriptive code words to help us understand the New Testament. Now again, the title of this show is Am I my brother's keeper? And what we're going to go through first is break down the word foreshadow. Okay, because there's a lot of things that was foreshadowed in the New Testament that the Messiah fulfilled. Okay, so let's go ahead with the definition of the word foreshadow. And I'm going to be getting this definition from out of the Webster's Dictionary. Foreshadow. To suggest or indicate beforehand, which is very important. Now again, the word foreshadow means to suggest or indicate beforehand. And there's a lot of things that's going on in the Old Testament. Okay, again, like I said, that the Messiah revealed to us in more clarity. Now, again, am I my brother's keeper? We have a situation going on here between two royal figures, Joseph and Judah. Joseph and Judah are two majestic royal brothers that's in power positions. Okay, and we're going to go to some scriptures here to prove this. And again, this will help us to understand better what's going on in the New Testament as far as Gentile and who is the Messiah dealing with. Because from Genesis to Revelation, I'm going to go ahead and let you know aforetime that from Genesis to Revelation is talking about the Messiah picking and choosing a people to spear this whole campaign about righteousness. And those people make up the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay, let's go to Genesis 49:10 first. And we're going to talk about Judah. Okay, it says, in Bereshit, with its Genesis, because the only way that we can get a good understanding of the scriptures is if we read it from a Hebraic perspective. If you try to understand the scriptures from a Greco-Roman perspective, you're going to miss the point. Okay, Genesis 49:10. The scepter, which means rulership, shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh. Shiloh is the Messiah, Hamashiach, Yahushai, and some people say Yeshua. Until Shiloh comes, and unto him, which is the Messiah, shall the gathering of the people be. Now in Genesis 49:10, there's a lot going on. Again, the scepter is pertaining to rulership, and it should not depart from Judah. Judah is the head tribe, okay? Nor a lawgiver from between his feet until the Messiah come. And unto him the Messiah shall the gathering of the people be. So what does it mean where it says, and unto him shall the gathering of the people be? This is the beginning foretelling of the split between northern and southern kingdom. It's also talking about Israel being scattered into the four corners of the earth. The Messiah is going to gather the 12 tribes of Israel back, bringing them back into their own homeland, which is Jerusalem, the land of Canaan, which means realm of substance. So this was foretold in the beginning that there was going to be a split, and that ultimately, after Israel broke the laws, statutes, and commandments, that in the end, as it tells us in Isaiah 11:11, I'm going to read that right quick, that the Messiah is going to gather the 12 tribes of Israel back into the land of Canaan, because we broke the laws, statutes, and commandments, so we were kicked out of the land. Okay, right quick, we're going to go to Isaiah 11:11 and prove that point. Isaiah 11:11. And it shall come to pass in that day that the Lord shall set his hand again the second time to recover the remnant of his people. And when it says the remnant of his people, is referring to the 12 tribes of Israel. Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Gad, Naphtali, all the way down to Zebulun. We're talking about the 12 tribes of Israel. We've been scattered amongst the four corners of the earth, and the Messiah is going to set his hand a second time to recover his people. I'm going to read on. Which shall be left from Assyria, and from Egypt, and from Pathros, and from Cush, and from Elam, and from Shinar, and from Hamath, and from the islands of the sea. Okay, so we're going to stop there, because I just wanted to bring out the point that it was foretold in Genesis 49 and 10 that the Messiah was going to call back his people, the 12 tribes of Israel, and bring us back into our homeland. But the reason why we were kicked out of our homeland at the beginning stages of this is because we broke the laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay, and again, we're talking about the split here, northern kingdom and southern kingdom. And we're talking about Judah. Judah got rulership. Judah got the scepter. All right, we're going to go to 1 Chronicles 5, 1 to 2. And we're going to talk a little bit about Ephraim. Okay, that's 1 Chronicles, the 5th chapter. I'm going to read 1 to 2. Now, the sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel. When it says Israel, it's talking about Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel, Yasha'Allah. For he was the firstborn, which was Reuben. Reuben was the firstborn. But for as much as he defiled his father's bed, his birthright was given unto the sons of Jacob. Now, again, this is saying that Reuben was the firstborn, but Reuben defiled his father's couch by sleeping with one of his concubines. So he relinquished, or his birthright was taken from him, and it was given into the sons of Joseph, the son of Israel, and the genealogy is not to be reckoned after the birthright, because Reuben lost his birthright, like I said earlier, is because he defiled his father's couch. Now it reads in the second verse, for Judah prevailed above his brethren. Who were Judah's brethren? The other 11 sons. The other 11 tribes make up completely, including Judah, the 12 tribes of Israel, but Judah prevailed above his brethren. And of him came the chief rulers, but the birthright was Joseph. Now, when it says now that the birthright was Joseph, we're going to get into descriptive detail explaining this. When it's speaking of Joseph, it's speaking of Ephraim and Manasseh. And we have to understand that Ephraim went under many different names in the scriptures, okay? Ephraim went under or northern kingdom went under the name of the house of Joseph. It went under the name of Israel. It went under the name of northern kingdom. It even went under the name Samaria, because even I'm finding out that a lot of brothers are not understanding what's going on in John, the 4th chapter, when it talks about the Samaritan woman. That Samaritan woman is representing northern kingdom, all right, Israel. And Israel also, the house of Ephraim, northern kingdom, also went under the name of Aholah. Okay, and those of us that are very familiar with the scriptures is familiar with the word Aholah, which is in Ezekiel 23, 1 and 5. Okay, I'm going to read that right quick so we can prove all things, so we can go ahead and get into the meat of this topic here, explaining the split between northern and southern kingdom and talking about the birthright and everything. So it give us a better understanding how to read and understand the New Testament. And the word of the Lord came again unto me, saying, Son of man, there were 2 women, the daughters of one mother. The 2 women is representing northern and southern kingdom. And they committed whoredoms in Egypt. They committed whoredoms in their youth. There were their breasts pressed, and there they bruised the tits or teats of their virginity. And the names of them were Aholah the elder, and Aholabah her sister. and they were mine. And they bare sons and daughters. Thus were their names: Samaria, which is referring to Ephraim, northern kingdom, is Aholah. And Jerusalem, referring to southern kingdom, is Aholabah. So it's very important that we understand these scriptures, because these are descriptive code words that's going to help us understand the scriptures in the New Testament, because the Most High did not change and give his glory to another people. It's still talking about the reunification of northern and southern kingdom. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and continue on with this here, talking about the split. We're going to now go into Genesis 49 and 8. Genesis 49 and 8. You're going to have to bear with me here. I don't have a reader with me today, but we're still going to do our best in helping us to explain the split between northern and southern kingdom. Genesis 49 and 8. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. The brethren of Judah is the other 11 sons. All right. Thy hand shall be in the neck of thy enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Judah is the head tribe. During the time of the Messiah's ministry, the only tribe or tribes that was in Jerusalem at that time was Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And of course, some of the stragglers from the other tribes were there. But the bulk of the people that was in Jerusalem during the time of the Messiah's ministry, again, was Judah, Benjamin, Levi, and some of the stragglers from the other tribes. Judah is the head tribe, southern kingdom. Okay, we're going to also go to Psalms 78, 67 to 68. Okay, we're going to try to break this thing down as clear as possible. Okay, this is Psalms 78, 67, 68. Moreover, he refused the tabernacle of Joseph. The tabernacle of Joseph is referring to northern kingdom, Ephraim. Okay, and chose not the tribe of Ephraim. So we see here in Psalms, the 78th chapter, 67, that Joseph and Ephraim, they're all synonymous. Okay. But chose the tribe of Judah, the Mount Zion, which he loved. So, for this role of power position here, the Messiah chose the tribe of Judah, southern kingdom. Okay, Genesis 48, I'm going to read. Okay, I can also get in more descriptive detail here about these scriptures here, but I just want to give you a quick example on some of the things that some of the brothers are missing, because the scriptures are very easy if we keep things in this Hebraic perspective. Okay, Genesis, the 48th chapter, I'm going to read 13 and 14. And this is going to explain to us how Ephraim got the blessing over his brother Manasseh, which is the oldest. Genesis 48, 13. And Joseph took them both, which is Ephraim and Manasseh, Ephraim in his right hand towards Israel's left hand. That's very important. Israel is Jacob, okay? And Manasseh in his left hand towards Israel's right hand, and brought them near unto him, which is Jacob. The right hand signifies power and authority. So here Manasseh being the oldest, Joseph is expecting Manasseh to get the authorship here in this blessing. I'm going to read down to the 14th verse. And Israel, which is Jacob, stretched out his right hand and laid it upon Ephraim's head, who was the younger, and his left hand upon Manasseh's head, guiding his hands wittingly, for Manasseh was the firstborn. So here's letting us know that Jacob knew exactly